All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Bessemer and Lake Erie in HO scale. I'm Ray Brown. Welcome back to the layout. Boy, it's starting to look like a Bessemer yard, isn't it? And I still have the back half to build. That's I don't know. It might be a this year project. But let's take a look at what I've been working on. So go ahead and take the bald one here and give this cut of cars a shove. Been working on the dockyard. I'll explain it here as we get into it. Just love that Baldwin prime mover sound. It's a TCS WOW sound decoder with an iPhone speaker. It's kind of my go-to when in doubt setup. All right, so the dockyard. Kind of explain how this is going to work here in my crazy mad vision. For starters, I kind of did something a little crazy. I had a whole ton. I had almost 3 bags of this Mount Albert cross ties. I got them in a box of random stuff at a show. And then I had a few of these fast track frets. And I got these thinking I was going to use them for the end of turnouts as I was building them. Just, save me the time gapping them and everything. But it turns out these are a little thicker than the other ties, fast track cells. So it didn't really work. So I just had a few of these I wasn't really sure what to do with. And then on top of that, I had ordered some Micro Engineering Code 83 rail a while ago and accidentally got sent the wrong thing. I got Walther's Code 83 rail. In fact, this is all I have left of it now, which is just a little bit thicker in the web that it won't go in the Fast Tracks tools. So I had a bunch of stuff that I wasn't sure what to do with. And I thought, you know what? Let's just lay it all down here. Use it up. So I built the turnouts in the jigs on the bench with Micro Engineering Code 83 rail and laid all the turnouts in. I just got them on the little over-center springs for now, but I'll put motors under these eventually. Did my laser cut ties, got all the turnouts in, and then for the run out of the tracks, I glued down over 2,000 individual wood ties with, you can see one right here, some of those Fast Tracks ties that were the right thickness for, this Mount Albert lumber. Just glued it all down with wood glue. Seems like it's going to hold real good. Lightly sanded the top to get it all in plane. Soldered it all down. Came back with just a flat brown, and then just highlighted some spots with some chestnut and like a lighter brown. I'm not really sure what it is. But yeah, so This will be loading iron ore under the hullets. I left space there if someday in the future I want to put in the little shover tram in between the cars. I may or may not do that. The track right here in the front, I'll have some limestone piles. And, you know, in the 50s, I'm sure they weren't running around with front end loaders like they are today. So I'll have to figure out something to look like we're loading stone here on this front track. And then this track coming out the other way is just a switcher pocket. So, I'll leave an engine sitting in there. My yard tower is probably going to sit back in this spot. I figure that's a good spot for it. Kind of looks like it's right handy to here, and the crossover's leading into the yard throat. Looking back over here, I'm going to have my little engine facility here. Just, nothing big, just hold a few engines. But I will have this track running along the back, and probably right about where that bag of ties is sitting, I'll have a unloader house for coal with a conveyor going up into the wall. Maybe make it try to look right in the backdrop for coal getting piled. And if I want to run some conveyors over, it looks like it's coming to the ships. I'm not sure. That might be crazier than I want to get. But this came together pretty quick for hand laying the entire thing. I got, 2 weeks in this, and getting it all wired up and everything else. I wanted to get this in and done for my first op session, which is under 2 weeks away. No, I'm not nervous. Just kidding, I'm very nervous. I'm not nervous. I got a great group of guys I'm working with. Really looking forward to it. So anyway, that's the plan with the dockyard here. Kind of give you a sense of what we're looking at scale-wise. I'm going to get a completely different ship at some point here. I started putting this kit together, and I just can't tell you how much I hate this kit. Who knows? Maybe I'll finish it up, but I think I'm just going to try to build something totally different. Honestly, at this point, I wish I would have just scratch built something. But should be able to hold quite a few cars in here. Pretty excited about it. All right, let's just see some more trains running, because that's what we're here for, right? Been a little while since I had my little 060 out. I'm gonna renumber it one of these days. The Bessemer did have some 060s, not quite like this. But these little proto models run so dang good. You see everything just gliding through those switches. If you ever thought about trying to build fast track stuff, I'd encourage you to do it. All the tools make it really easy. So yeah, let's take a look at building our ore train here. Not sure why I'm missing one load there. If you don't like hopper cars, this is not the railroad for you. This is also TCS Wow Sound. It's an older version. I think this has an iPhone speaker in it too, but this is probably like Wow Sound version 3 maybe. They're up. past 4, I believe. And the new versions are so much better, but this still is a huge improvement from the original proto sound that was in it. I've just been getting some temporary tracks in a couple spots, just to kind of make the op session work a little better. Makes you wonder how they did stuff like this in the days before radio. All hand signals, I guess. I am in the process of changing this whole train out to KDs. It's probably about the only train I have on the layout that's not KD. Be done with that here in another couple weeks, probably. Alright. Finally got all of my F units out for the first time too. I've just been kind of going through and making sure I had all the settings the same in them and they all played nice together. But I realized I need to stop buying F units. Got all the sound kind of sorted out the way I want to, and all of them too. They all have a little bit different sound setup. So this guy here is a 718. Oh, incorrect. This is the 713. So this has a single tang band speaker in a dummy B unit. I think this might be my favorite one. Got a real nice rumble to it. So that's one ABBA set. Stewart engines. And then down here, this is a Athearn Genesis set, one of the older runs. And this just has a single TCS sound in the B unit with a TCS high bass speaker. It also sounds pretty good. Like it just fine. I have this MTH set that this has the new TCS diesel in it. This has a TCS high bass speaker and the original MTH speaker in it. If you think it's a little quiet here, it's because I turned it down. It was so loud. I'm probably going to turn all my engines down some. Okay. And then this set, I've got this set up to run as two AB units, but this is the one I did a video on a while ago, the 700 on this end. That has twin tang band speakers in a dummy B unit. It sounds great. It's almost a little too muffled. I wish I had better high end. That's why I like the other one better. The other tang band setup. But this one is probably my second favorite. It also sounds very good. And then this is so that's a Stewart AB. This is an Athearn Genesis AB that I just put TCS in. This is the new TCS using the original Athearn speaker. Oh, it also sounds pretty dang good. All right. And that just leaves us with this guy, which is also set up as two AB sets, and it's a dummy B unit in the middle. But this has sound in both A units, and this is, I think, a TCS version 3 diesel with iPhone speaker. You know, these have, the iPhone speakers have better high end than the Tang band. So it kind of depends what you like. You know, if you like the horn a lot and the bell, this is better. And if you get up in the higher throttle notches, I think this is better. But at the lower throttle notches and idle, man, those Tang bands just rumble so good. So we might start mixing them up. Maybe I try to do a lash up where there's an iPhone speaker in one, you know, lash to a Tang band on the other end, and see if I get the best of both worlds. That's kind of what I started experimenting with there. So I think that's the F unit sorted out. I got to start doing the same thing with my SDs now. Yeah, the basement's a mess. I want to take the next couple weeks, get ready for the op session here. Doing some printing, making a bunch of odds and ends, and just trying to get the layout tidied up and ready for first ops. Anyway, that's what's been going on down here in the layout. Hope everybody's doing just fine, and we'll see you all next time here on the Bessemer and Lake Erie.